Green. USA World Cup. I don't have the spreadsheet up because I'm thinking, you know, this is Google Slides. If you don't have Microsoft PowerPoint, give this a shot, okay? And always go to google.com. And of course, make sure you are on the right account. You find my personal one. And actually, it really doesn't matter which account you're on. You're going to create it, but you probably want to save it locally or at your Google Drive. But nonetheless, I'm just going to go right here. So open up the little tool options and go look for slides. Here they are. Now, I use PowerPoint. So if you see or feel any pausing on my part, it's because I'm not as familiar with Google Slides because I use Microsoft PowerPoint. But go blank presentation. And of course, you're going to get a lot of assistance. Hello, Amador, let's start creating and let's just close this one down. And I'll go to a blank slide. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, the same way I did with the other, my first presentation. And then I'll put my name down here. And that's my first slide. So in Microsoft, you had a little, create new slide up here, but a little bit more compressed. This says new slide right here. I will tell you that notice the Control M. That's the shortcut for new slide. It's also Control M over in Microsoft PowerPoint. So we get this layout, and I will put my favorite vacation spots. And then right here, we'll just put a few. Honolulu, Hollywood, San Antonio, Austin, because my family's there. I love going to Corpus Christi. We'll just put those in there. Notice it's already given you some ideas. Beautify this slide. Let's try it. They're saying, hey, maybe they see something, some AI capabilities here, and it's a beta version, which means that's why. Well, help me visualize. Let's go ahead and close it. I'm jumping away too. So now at this particular point, we want to go ahead and do new slide. And take it from there, keep going. Again, very, very limited features, I would say, because this is free. This is part of the product. And as we move through it, I'm just letting you know that I am not as familiar with Google Slides as I am, again, with Microsoft PowerPoint. But you kind of get the idea as to. I'm gonna fiddle around a little bit. Give me 1 second. But in lieu of the PowerPoint, if you do not own it, and I think in class we talked about some of the different packages that are available. But you get the idea of how this works. And my favorite foods. Now, you don't necessarily always have to go in here and enter text. So, for example, up here in the insert bar, we can insert images. And it's a beta version right now, this image generator. I'm curious, but I'm afraid it'll slow me down here. So we'll just go to, more than likely, you're going to upload from your computer. But let's try stock and web. Grab something. I'm just going to grab anything here. It's no big deal. So you can easily have yourself, we'll close this down. A picture is part of a slide. Okay. Now, you want to pretty things up. over on the right side, we can theme this thing, and you have themes in which to choose from. A lot of times you go with your favorite color, or use one that's applicable. I like black, that's just what I do. And you do have the freedom of making different themes for each one. Uh, I say that, and I'm not able to on that one. Let me go back to it again. Let's pick this one again. Let's see what this does. We'll leave it at that. Now, up here, you can see a button called Start Slideshow. So this is what we've got going. Your first presentation, your name, favorite vacation spots, and there's just a picture. Again, as I learned, this one does not remove the placeholder. It's because I stuck it back there. That's why. My apologies. This picture is a little too big. We're going to size it down. Now, if we run slideshow, you can see it. This makes no sense. My favorite foods. I'm just illustrating some points to you guys, okay? So we have that. Now I want to try something here. The first slide can be the same as the last slide. And the reason I say that, I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate slide. And I'm going to drag this one to the bottom so that my first slide is the same as my last slide. So when I'm running the slideshow like this, boom, I'm using my left mouse button or my down arrow. And that way, that's your indicator that, hey, we are done. Hit the escape key. Now, because I demonstrated in PowerPoint, I spent a little more time with the concepts in PowerPoint because that is the standard, the educational industry standard, you name it. But Google Slides will work as well. There is a lot more to be done. I didn't cover the transitions or the animation, but feel free to have some fun with it. But I just wanted to show you just a quick way to put together a presentation. I didn't state it in the other slideshow, but you should be thinking about, like, when you do present, whether if it's in another location, you don't have that home court advantage, like maybe at Coastal Bend College, you see a TV up there, no big deal. Put the slideshow up there like I do. But if you're on the road, think about I'm gonna hook up my laptop to their connection to their presentation format. Could be a TV, it could be a projector, and I always say bring your own HDMI cable, so just in case they don't have one, because sometimes it can get a little confusing. But if you take everything with you, try to always make it early. And your first slide, even though this is just a example, that should be what's on the screen when people walk into your presentation, with some catchy phrase, some catchy title, and your name or whatever. That should be what is on your screen. Don't let them see everything else that is on your screen, just that. And you should be able to walk out with just right there. I hope this helps. And the assignment, and I'll reiterate it in the email, which you've already read, because by the time you get to the email, you haven't gotten to this presentation. I love time travel. Anyway, thank you.